We knew that we wanted something different, something bold, something different for what we do, and we didn't know how to find it. Then we found this awesome community of enthusiasts, designers, and engineers that frankly can do things that we didn't know was even possible.
Coming into this design process, I was both excited and apprehensive. Coming out of the auto industry for 30 some odd years, I knew the process and the design evolution techniques and so on that we had used, but I was really excited about opening a whole new opportunity set with this community-based design process that Local Motors had.
So we were starting with a blank slate. Did I expect what we got? No. Am I excited? Yes. Am I blown away? Absolutely.
I knew that we were going to get some car designs. I just didn't really expect the amount of detail, the amount of thought. Some of these designs just blew me away as far as the detail nuances. It's not something that somebody just quickly did an airbrush sketch, or if somebody that's got some talent and can draw a car. I mean, they really put thought into what the brief was, what our needs were. I was just completely blown away by it.
I knew that there was going to be ideas that, even though I've been a driver for 4 years, that I wasn't going to think of. I mean, it's, you know, an amazing amount of just information coming from everybody.
We didn't know how talented you guys really were until we started to see the submissions roll in. And so, you know, my expectation was we were going to get some great stuff. How great? I really didn't know, and let's just say we were all pleasantly surprised.
So surprised by the variety of ideas, you know, big, small, futuristic, more traditional. We saw a little bit of everything, and that was really cool.
When I first saw what was coming in, I was amazed. The amount of time and effort that people were putting into each and every one of their submissions and responding to our questions, it's unbelievable. We are amazed at what you guys do. We know this is not your job. We know this is something you guys do in addition to your daily life, and it's just amazing to see how much time and effort everybody put into this process.
You look at each design, and I mean, we had anything from a very conservative approach to it to a very wild approach to it.
For the last 6 weeks, I feel like I know what it's like to work for a car company, because that's the quality of the submissions that we saw.
I've seen the finalists, I've seen the top 10. Some of them were really practical, some of them were wild.
Everybody does have their own perspective of the business, and it was cool to see how that translated to these vehicle designs.
It's hard to choose when we see how much work has gone into this and how many great ideas are out there. How do you narrow it down to just one?
Selection process is brutal. I think we all came into it with some of our clear favorites, but the hardest part was to pick just one winner. Is that there's so many nuances from so many different vehicles that we like. I like this vehicle, I like what he really did with this, or I like what she did with this component of it. Very tough.
You think that there's going to be the one design that is the one that you're going to go with, but when you have all the incredible work we had to select from, I mean, it was really hard. I mean, I felt like there were any one of many cars we could have chosen from.
You know, you have things that you like along the way with different designs, and it was such an evolution from the beginning to where we ended up. It was just such an exciting process. So when we actually needed to get to the selection, it was really difficult.
There's so much talent out there, so much creativity, and really so many designs met what the brief was, and from there it's just sort of a flavor approach of what's going to represent the Domino's brand the best. Very tough.
I've never had such a breadth of talent and such a breadth of ideas, and I've never felt the passion that I felt with everybody that participated in this contest.
Not everybody wants to work on something like the ultimate delivery vehicle for pizza, but we found a whole community that did.
Thank you for all your work. I mean, we did hours of work just to judge the different designs, but I know that the people that are out there, you guys put in hundreds of hours of work.
I realized that over the last 6 weeks, the people that worked hardest for Domino's Pizza are actually the folks in the Local Motors community.
We know the amount of time you put in. We know the sleepless nights, the long days, the hard work you put in, and we appreciate it. And the end result is going to be a true testament to all that time and effort.
I want to thank everybody for their time, their effort, their interest.
It's been one heck of a competition. I am looking forward to see how this progresses. Thank you very much.
Really, we can't thank you enough.
I don't need to wish you luck moving forward because you've got amazing talents, so go share them with the world.